Want to know how to make the most of the month's energy and avoid the pitfalls? Welcome to the Cosmic Download with astrologer Simone Butler and intuitive Anna Francesca Celestino.
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Simone.
Welcome to the Cosmic Download for March 2017. It may be a little late, but nevertheless, here it is. And so I'm going to own it right now. This was my fault that we didn't get this out sooner. My life has been crazy. I don't know about anybody else, but boy, things have been upside down. All good stuff. I'm moving in with my boyfriend, which is really fantastic. We're very happy, but there's just stuff everywhere. Moving stuff, throwing stuff away, going through stuff. It's been very crazy. So I apologize, but we're going to get you some information about March. Better late than never. Simone, I think you were talking about that this might have something to do with Venus in retrograde.
Well, as always, it's a combination of various factors. The first one being that we're still in the energy of that solar eclipse in Pisces that happened February 26th, and the sun is still in Pisces through the 19th of March. And when we're in this powerful Piscean energy, it's kind of like swimming in the sea and hoping we don't drown. Or be submerged in some way. And it's a matter of going on faith, going with the flow, and being inspired, because Pisces is very inspirational energy. Of course, we are approaching the vernal equinox. It's spring here in the northern hemisphere, and that'll happen on the 20th, which the sun moving into Aries is the astrological new year, and that is a big shift in energy. We come out of all that fishy Pisces energy, and we come into this much more forward-moving Aries. However, simultaneous to that, Venus, which rules women, is in retrograde and has been since early this month and will continue to be throughout most of April. And Venus is retrograde in Aries. So Anna and I were just commenting that with this recent The Day Without Women Day, that there have been a lot of posts. I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media about women from the past, many of whom have been quite obscure. We've never heard of them. And yet these are our foremothers, and they're very inspirational and incredible pioneers. And it's a time to get inspired by the past. Retrogrades always have to do with the past, and use this courageous energy that we're seeing around us to fire up our own rocket jets. And I think, Anna, you had a comment about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm right with you about this sort of Pisces. I think we were talking about earlier, before we got on the call, about how like the beginning of the month just feels a little bit like quicksand, or you said sort of swimming in the ocean. For me, it feels like complicated, confusing. Everything is harder than it needs to be. So that's where we're sitting right now. But what's happening this month is a lot like when a rocket is trying to break free of gravity and go into the outer limits, if I get my aeronautics right. So the way that it seems is that we've got these rocket boosters that are firing, and it's creating this intensity and this building to something. And eventually, those rocket boosters are going to break away, and we're going to be released to sort of rise and fly and let go and lighten up and move into new experiences. But in the meantime, it's like, wow, I'm attached to rocket boosters here. This is intense stuff. It's very fiery, and it's building. So, my message about this month is track your fear level. Anytime we're moving out into the unknown, the fear tends to come up, and then we tend to subconsciously put brakes on. So you don't want to be putting the brakes on this month. Picture yourself rising with great intensity into a new life, this life you've been longing for, and keep recognizing that the fear is just letting go of the past, moving into the unknown. Things will be unknown, but hey, that's what makes life interesting. Who wants to be in a rut for our whole lives? We want to step into new and exciting experiences, try something different. So embrace the unknown, let go of the past. And, we'll get liftoff and we'll be into a new place pretty soon.
Well, my message for this month, the Venus retrograde message, is to explore how much you're loving yourself and in what ways. And perhaps to go back to the past to times in your past when you were taking better care of yourself, loving yourself more, and reviving those energies and really, really feeding yourself a lot of compassion right now, because even if you don't know what's happening, which a lot of us are kind of in the dark right now about what's happening, right? That's part of this Pisces energy. Even if we don't know, we have to trust. And that trust begins with trusting our inner self.
Perfect. Boy, does that make sense. We're keeping this short and sweet today. I think we've hit all the big topics. Anything else you want to add, Simone?
I will say that if anybody wants to know where the Venus retrograde is happening in their chart and what kind of aspect it's making, you can always contact me for a snapshot reading.
Simone did mine, and it was pretty interesting. Had a lot to do with my moves.
Your relationship, too.
Right. And I just launched my Shift System 90-day adventure in change, and it's for people who want to create transformational changes in their lives and really get to what you've been longing for and what's been calling to you. We've only been into it for a couple weeks. If there's anybody who's been dragging their feet or hadn't heard about it and is interested, you can get in touch with me, and there's still time to jump into the class. So I think that's it for us. We'll be more on top of it for April, and we look forward to connecting with you then.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Subscribe now to be in the know and stay in the flow.